Hello viewers, this is Noel Shah. Once again welcome you all to my online tutorial. Today I am going to show you how to install RedHat Enterprise Linux 7 in a virtual machine. Well, if you want to use physical machine, just insert the RSCL7 DVD in your DVD-ROM and start your machine. So let me start my virtual machine. As installation source, I am using an ISO file for this demonstration. Okay, once the installation menu comes, press I from your keyboard and hit enter. Okay, as you can see, our installation begun. As I am using a virtual machine, it is a bit slow, but if you work with physical machine, it will be much faster. Please wait. Right, the first thing we need to select the language. I am using the default language, which is English, United States. Well, depends on where you live, you can change the settings from this window. So if you are Bengali, you can choose the Bengali option, or if you are from German, you can choose German option, whatever you want. But I am using the default option, which is English, United States, and then click continue button. So this is the installation summary, and we need to configure some options from this window, like date and time. Let me choose the date and time from here. Click date and time, and from the region section you choose your region where you live. Like for me it is Asia, and the city it is Dhaka. Okay, then click the done button, and the keyboard language is set to English US, which is default, and that is perfect for me. And the language support is also United States English, that is also perfect for me. And then go to the software selection option. As you can see, the default option is minimal, means after installation you will get the character user interface, you will not get graphical user interface. So to get the graphical user interface, click the software selection option, and from the base environment option select server with GUI option. And if you want, you can add some add-ons from the right side of this window, like if you want to add FTP server, you can select FTP server from this window, or you can install FTP server later after installing the operating system as well. So click the done button. Wait a minute. Software selection, now it is showing that it is server with GUI option. And then the installation destination, click the installation destination option, and from other storage option choose partitioning system, like whether system will partition the hard disk or you want yourself to partition the hard disk. If you want yourself to partition the hard disk, you can choose this option, which is I will configure partitioning, or you can choose automatically configure partitioning if system partition itself. So let me choose I will configure partitioning so that I can configure partition myself, and click the hard disk from here, and then click the done button. No disk is selected, so disk is not selected actually. Click that, now it is selected. Click the done button once again, now it is selected. And from the new RedHat Enterprise Linux 7.0 installation window, first thing you need to do, you need to choose the standard partition option from the partitioning scheme and click the plus sign. Here you need to specify the mount point. The first mount point will be the slash, which is called root in RedHat Enterprise Linux, and the capacity, how much space you want to assign for this partition. It is like C drive in Windows, so because we are installing operating system in this drive, we need to specify a bigger size. Let me choose around 5 GB for this, and click add mount point. So our first partition is created, which is around 5 GB, and then create another partition and select the mount point. This time it will be boot /boot, and the capacity maybe 500 MB. 500 MB is more than enough, and click add mount point. And then we need to specify another mount point, which is swap. What is swap? Swap actually need when you are run out of RAM, means if you are having trouble with RAM, you can use your hard disk space as alternative of RAM. So specify the swap space. Let me use 2 GB. It depends actually how much physical RAM you have. Normally you can use mount point, you can use swap space double size of your physical RAM, and then click add mount point. So this 3 partition is mandatory to install operating system. So before installing operating system, you are you need to make sure that you have created this 3 partition. Now select the /root partition and then click the done button. From the summary of changes window, you can see that it is saying after clicking the accept changes button, it will destroy the previous format. So click the accept changes, no problem, and then click the begin installation options to install the operating system. Well, if you want to set your network and hostname, you can do so from this window as well. Click network and hostname, and here you can choose your Ethernet interface, and you can specify IP address, and also you can set the host name. For example, let me choose a host name like server3.example.com, and then click the done button. Well, we will configure the IP address later after installing the operating system. Click the done button and click begin installation option. Now from this window you can specify the root password and you can create user. So let me specify the root password first. Well, a root user is similar to Windows administrator. If you are familiar with Windows, you know that when we install Windows we get a default user which is administrator. The same way when we install Linux we get a default user which is root. So we need to set the password for this user. Click the root password option and specify the password. For the demonstration I am using a simple password which is RedHat. Once again confirm the password. Well, if you are in a secure environment you must use a password which is not easy to guess for others, and then click done twice to get out of this window. Next you can create a user, a simple user from this window. Create user creation, click the user creation option and specify the full name. Let me use my name which is Novel Shaha, and then the username Novel, and then the password I am using the same password which is RedHat, and then click the done button. As you can see, it is installing all the necessary packages, around 1190 packages that will be installed. So it will take time. Let me pause the video and I will get back to you once it is finished. Okay guys, we are about to finish. Once the packages installation completed, you will get the reboot option. Just click the reboot button to reboot your machine. Just wait a minute please. Right, from the localization license information you need to accept the license agreement. Just click the license information option and click I accept the license agreement and click done button, and then finally click the finish configuration button. From the KDump window, just click the forward button, and now it is asking whether you want to register now or you want to register at a later time. For me, I am just choosing the no, I prefer to register at a later time option, and just click the finish button. So here we go. This is our login screen. As you can remember, during the installation process I have created an user which is Novel Shaha, and we also have a default user which is root. So if you want to start using the user which is Novel Shaha, just click the username and supply the password that you have assigned, which was RedHat, and click the sign in option, and you will get the desktop. But if you want to log in with a different user which is the root user, you can click the not listed option and you can supply the username, which is root, and the password, and click the sign in option. So in a moment you will get the desktop. Because root have all the power, so I am using root user to log into my desktop so that I can configure my machine as I want. So here is our desktop, as you can see. Once you are in, because you are the first time you logged into the machine, here are some more configuration as well. Just wait a minute. Okay, at the welcome screen, just click the next button, next once again, and then click start using RedHat Enterprise Linux server. So this is the first time when you install operating system you will get this window, but next time you will not get this window, and after that you will get another window which is gnome help. From this window you can actually get some help about RedHat Enterprise Linux operating. As you can see, there are some videos, so if you click these videos you will get some information like how to what are the features we have in RedHat Enterprise Linux 7, or how to operate this RedHat Enterprise Linux 7. So I'm closing this window. So that is all actually about RedHat Enterprise Linux 7 installation. You can right click on the desktop and you can open the terminal by choosing open terminal option, and we have a command name host name ctl. Just type and hit enter. It will show you the current host name, which is server3.example.com. As you can remember, during the installation we have supplied this host name, but if you want to change this host name you can do so by using a command which is host name ctl set -host name and then the new host name, for example server10.example.com, and hit enter. So our host name is changed. Once again, using the host name ctl option you can check whether it is changed or not. Look, the static host name is now showing server10.example.com. Well guys, in my previous video I have already discussed how to assign IP address. So if you have difficulties with IP address assignment, you can check those videos. You can always log into www.youtube.com/novelshah. This is my channel, and if you do like these videos, please share with your friends. You guys take care. In my next video I will